Hello, and welcome back to video 2. My name is Russell Gaskell, and I'm the Lab Director for World Languages and Cultures. And in this video, I'm going to give you a little bit more in-depth overview of the Rosetta Stone Advantage program that you have been assigned for this semester. So you can see that I'm logged in here to a student's account, and you can see on the left-hand side that I have a nice menu options available to me. The language training, resources, tests, my statistics, settings, and disconnect. First of all, what we'll note is that I can see what I took on my placement test, a 3.6 out of a 10, and that is perfect for where this student actually is in Spanish 106, because a 3.6 is not an American scale, but rather a European scale. So that would mean that this individual on the placement exam took an intermediate low to intermediate high proficiency rate in both reading, writing, listening, and speaking skills, which is absolutely fantastic. So they're in the right place and they're in the right curriculum. First, what I'd like to do is come into language training. If I go into the language training folder, what you'll see is all of the curriculum available to you this semester. So you can see, and this is in Spanish, but you can relate this also to French and also to German if you're taking the German version of this. So pedir un desayuno, this is talking about breakfast. A cultural workshop or activities that I have, another cultural activity that I have related to food. Then I can see that I'm going to be going on vacation somewhere, so reservar un chalet. I'm reserving a cabin or a little house someplace, getting to the cabin, talking about the weather, more about talking about the weather. Then I'm going to be talking about food, how to set the table, fun time activities or free leisure activities, and then going to a concert. And what you'll see is these actual lessons, as they call them in Rosetta Stone Advantage, would be similar to what you have in your book as chapters. And also notice that they're done in a linear fashion from top to bottom. And notice that, for example, in pedir un desayuno, or asking for breakfast, there is 3 hours and 10 minutes of total curriculum available to me there. And that I have completed, or the student has completed, 44% of the total activities in this lesson or this chapter with a 94% accuracy rate. And then if I actually click on the right arrow, I can see which activities I've done. There are different activities: word pronunciation, the right word, mystery phrase, word association, and which ones I haven't done. Please know that you do not have to do these in a 1, 2, 3, 4 or linear fashion. If you wanted to jump right to 14, dictation, or 15, auto word search, and then come back and do some of those activities, that is perfectly fine. You're given a lot of autonomy, and obviously there's going to be a lot more curriculum here in all of the lessons that are available to you this semester than what you'll have time to do or what you'll actually complete for your grade in the course. Also know that just like within a lesson or a chapter, I don't have to do those activities in order. I could jump right on over to preparar una cena, or preparing dinner, if I wanted to, and go into that if this is something that we're actually covering in class to help reinforce what I am learning in class. And we can see that I have different activities available to me here. I can go to different kinds of activities within this lesson or within this chapter from this internal menu, or just by going back to the preparar una cena lesson, I can go and I can click on all of the activities on the right hand side. Once again, you can see here the different types of activities that are available to me. They are presented in a linear fashion, but you do not have to complete them in that fashion whatsoever. At the end of the day, the activities completed, and then, or the curriculum completed, and the time quotient is going to be far less than what is actually available to you in the entire curriculum or content for this one semester online course. So you just add the hours up there and you'll see that they far exceed what you'll be actually doing to get an A, a B, a C, a D, or whatever it might be. Speaking of what kind of grade you're going to be getting, you can find out what you're doing in the course. So it would be a false assumption to believe that I've completed 44% of the course if I were looking at one of the goals and it says that I have to have 14% complete. I'm like, oh wow, I've already passed that. No, what you've done is you've completed 44% of the curriculum underneath the lessons unit here, and that may or may not correspond to what you're actually supposed to be achieving in the goals as they are listed in the course syllabus. So for those goals, what I'm going to do is go to Lesson Progress Report under My Statistics. Once I go in here, I will see, it takes a second to load up, where I actually am in the program as far as active time and percentage of activities completed. So here you can see, and it's still loading, that altogether the active time that I've spent with the program is 3 hours and 29 minutes. And I would match that up with what my goal is going to be for this weekend, for example, and see if I'm there or not there, and that'll tell me how much time I have to put in. I have only completed 5% of the activities available to me in the entire curriculum that we were just looking at, and not just within one particular lesson or activity, with a success rate of 94%. So this completed activities percentage here and the time spent is what I am looking for as the lab director when I'm going to give you credit or not for meeting the bi-monthly goals as set out in the syllabus. And so here in Preparar una Cena, you can see that I just went in there, I was less than 1 minute, and I didn't do anything. Whereas in Pedir un Desayuno, I've been in there for 3 hours and 29 minutes. I've done 94% success rate and completed 44% of the curriculum, which was also mirrored when I went here to the language training for that particular lesson or chapter, if you will. So my statistics, lesson progress report, these two numbers here, time spent and completed activities, should be the ones matching up with your course syllabus. Thank you very much. I hope this video was helpful to you, and good luck on your next goal. Thank you. Bye-bye.